Hello students, this is Sagarika Mohanty. Welcome to Business Studies classes. Today we will discuss a new topic, that is Owners Fund. So Owners Fund consists of those funds which are basically provided by the owner of the company, and these are following. One is your equity shares, preference share, return earning, GDRs, ADRs and IDRs. In this classes we discuss in these two shares. Let's start our topic. First we discuss about equity shares. Equity shares are basically invested by the owner of the company. Thus equity shareholders are known as the owner of the company. So basically equity shares are those shares which do not carry any special or the preferential rights in respect of the payment of the annual dividend and repayment of the capital. Or in short we can say that equity shares are those shares which are not preference shares. The features of the equity shares. First is risk bearer capital. Equity shares are treated as high risky capital because here the risk is more. The next is maturity. Maturity is related to the expiry period. As these are invested by the owner of the company, so we can say that this is a permanent capital. And there is no maturity period and they cannot be redeemed. Redeemed means cannot be repayment during the lifetime of the business. The next is return. As it is a risky capital, so here the return is also high, and the equity shareholders get return in form of dividend. So dividend is basically related to the return of the shares, and here the return is high because here is risk of the share capital is also high. Next, claim over residual income. Equity shareholders are also known as residual owners. Equity shareholders get dividend after payment of all other income of the company and all the assets have been settled. Next is voting rights. Equity shareholders have voting rights, or we can say that they participate in the management meeting. Last is limited liability. The equity shareholders have limited liability to the extent of the capital contributed to by the company. So these are the basically features related to the equity shares. So merits and limitations related to the equity shares. First merit of the equity share is ideal for the adventurous investors because it gets high return. Next is no obligation as to dividend. Equity shareholder get return in the form of a dividend, and dividend is the part of the profit. And here the dividend is depends upon the earning of the capital, earning of the company, and this is basically based on the decisions of the director of the company. Next is sources of the fixed capital. Here it is treated as a permanent capital and it can be repaid only after the liquidation of the company. Liquidation means close down of the company. Next is provides credit standing. Here the equity shareholders get the credit worthiness to the investors. Next is no charges on assets. Equity shareholder not get any charges over the assets, and here the assets can be freely mortgaged and in the purpose of the borrowing. Next is democratic management. Equity shareholder have voting rights. It ensures that it has a democratic management. Next we discuss some limitations related to the equity shares. First is high risk. Equity shares based on high risk as compared to the other capital. Next is high cost of capital. As it is high risk, it gets high returns and it also high cost as compared to the other capital investment. Next is dilution of the control. The additional issue of the equity share dilutes the control and the earning of the equity shareholders. Next is legal formalities. Here the equity shares issue is related to the And the last is danger of over-capitalization. As the company issue more equity shares, it related to the over-capitalization, and equity capitals remain idle and underutilized. So these are the basically merit and limitations related to the equity shares. Next share is preference shares. Preference shares are those shares which have two preferential rights. The two preferential rights is, first is right to get fixed rate of dividend. And another preferential right is right to repayment of capital. So preference shareholders get these two preferential rights. Now we discuss some features related to the preference shares. First is fixed rate of dividend. Preference shareholder get fixed rate of dividend. Next is repayment of capital. Preference shareholder repay their capital before payment to the equity shareholder of the company. Next is no voting rights. Preference shareholders have no voting rights. That means they cannot participate in the management meeting. Next is no charge on assets. Preference shares are also issued without creating any charges on the fixed asset of the company. Now we discuss some merits related to the preference shares. First is reasonable safety return. Here the return is not high as compared to the equity shares. No interference in the management. As the preference shareholders have no voting rights, due to this reason there is no interference in the management because they cannot participate in the management meeting. Next is no charge on the asset and repayment of the principal amount. Here the preference shares get their capital at the time of the winding of the company before the payment of the equity shares, and it also preference share based on the trading on equity. Next we discuss some demerits or the limitations related to the preference share. First is limited appeal. The preference shares are not suitable to those investors which are ready to take high risk and high return, because here in preference shareholder get only the fixed rate of return. Next is dilute claim on the equity shareholders over the capital, over the asset of the company. And the next is no tax benefit. Preference shareholder do not get any tax benefit. That means they have the dividend because the dividend is not tax deductible expenses. Next is unreliable and low return. Here the preference shareholder get only the fixed rate of return, and the return is basically low as compared to the equity shareholders. During the time of the profit, if the company on high profit or the bumper profit, then preference shareholder get only to the low return or the fixed rate of return. So these are basically the features, merits and demerits of the preference shares. Is types of preference shares. So it has 6 types of the preference share. Now discuss one by one. First is cumulative preference shares. Cumulative preference shares are those shares which carry the right to accumulate unpaid dividend in the future years. Next is non-cumulative preference shares. Non-cumulative preference shares are the basically opposite of the cumulative preference shares. So that means non-cumulative preference shares are those shares which do not have the right to accumulate the unpaid dividend in the future years. Next is participating preference shares. Participating preference shares are those shares which are basically participating in the surplus profit of the company. Non-participating preference share is the opposite of the participating preference shares. Here the non-participating preference shareholder do not participate in the surplus profit of the company. Next is convertible preference shares. Convertible preference shares are those shares which can be convertible into equity shares. Same as non-cumulative preference shares is the opposite of the convertible preference shares. So non-convertible preference shares are those shares which cannot be converted into equity equity shares. So these are the basically types related to the preference share. So it is all about today's lecture. Hope you guys understand this topic. Thank you for watching me.